What's going on, guys? TKD123 back with a video, and today we're going to be doing a reaction, impressions, whatever you want to call it, on Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean's debut EP 2088. Now, I say debut because they have taken both of their musical expertise and talents, and they both are now a conjoined duo titled 2088, and this is their debut self-named EP. And we're going to be doing a listen through and give you my quick reactions and thoughts about each track, as I did in the first one. Now, I'm going to do it a little bit differently as opposed to the first one. This one, I'm going to limit myself to 1 minute on the opinions and my thoughts about it. Now, I say 1 minute because this whole series was kind of birthed out of me on Twitter with my, album listening, where I would, buy a new album and then I would tweet out my thoughts on it right after I listened to the track, right? So I would listen to the track and then tweet out one tweet my thoughts on the track I just listened to. So I'm kind of gonna do the same thing here, is where I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions using only 1 minute of time. So we're gonna jump right into this. We're gonna go to track 1, Deja Vu, of Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean's debut EP 2088. This is track 1, Deja Vu. Whoa. All right, so they start off this EP, with kind of a very sad type of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Where Jhene Aiko's talking about, oh, remember when you used to and then she talks about how the man that she's talking about told her that he loved her, and then he told his friends that, oh, they were just messing around on the side, like it's no big, it's not, a relationship really, and how that word got back to her and how that made her feel. So like there's definitely a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow in this track, and that's something that will definitely connect and relate to people that hear this track. At least I don't know how the rest of the album's gonna go, but just from this track, I feel like this one's a really good one, in my opinion. Big Sean, I felt like he had some really good verses. Nothing too memorable, right? Nothing really, that on the bar that I thought he was gonna be at, and that's my time. But definitely a strong first track, a strong intro to this EP. So we're going on to track 2. Now this one is called Selfish. Track 2, Selfish. Yeah, And track 2, starts off in a same fashion and same kind of vibe as the first track, where there's a lot of pain, but now it's spewing out not only from Jhene but also from Big Sean. There's a lot of, and it kind of there's some lines in there where it kind of sounds like Big Sean maybe or may not be talking about Ariana Grande. There's some suspicious lines in there that he may be taking shots, but a standout lyric I saw with Jhene Aiko was can't believe I stayed faithful to somebody so ungrateful. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of is a little sneak at like what this track and basically what these past 2 tracks have been really about. And basically this whole thing just about how could you not call me? How could you not text me? How could you not, I don't, all that stuff that, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? So how could you be so selfish? Pertaining to the song name. But overall, and my time's done. But I feel like that was good. It was very close to the first track in a lot of ways. They had a lot of overlapping, overall themes to them. So we're gonna go on to track 3, On the Way. Track 3, On the Way. All right, so track 3, I'm not sure how I feel about it really. Like I enjoyed some aspects of it, but overall I kind of feel like it was a bit of a dip, I believe. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't know if that I was just kind of bored with the actual production of the song, how the instrumental was just, just a very, monotone kind of regular beat, didn't really have anything special to it, or just nothing really grabbed my attention here really. But I felt like it was just a mad track. It's a track that's similar to Oh my God, what's that song called? Drake's "A Night Off." Where it's about, oh, I'm a dude. He's working whatever, and he's wanting to come home to his girl. Get some loving, but and he's saying that he's on his way or whatever. So it's kind of like a same type of vibe to it. But overall, I didn't feel like it was the worst track in the world, but time is off. But I felt like it was meh, meh. I'll give it. But all right, we're going to track 4. Push It. Is this another sexual innuendo? Yo, what the hell was that? All right, track 4. That's right. That's right. Okay, track 4. Push It. Let's go. All right, there was no shortage of sexual innuendos in track 4. It's been Class A confirmed by your boy TKD. But yeah, this track is very very sexual. But what actually kind of made the track for me was at the end with Jhene Aiko, where she said here, I think I can see my life with your eyes, and like that, it kind of sets apart this track from any other track that's over a grandass with sex, whatever. Because this track like shows, granted it's only a little bit, but it shows a little hint of like the physical connection a couple can make, when they either first have sex or just whenever they have sex, right? Like it's that it's not all sex, like there is love, somewhere, and that's really never been explored that often in music. And I felt like that was a really cool addition to that track, having that, her actually not it all being about the sex, like having having a sort of an effect to it, right? So that was pretty good, not bad. All right, we're going to track 5, 2-minute warning. I don't know why it's called 2-minute warning. It's a 4 minute and 40-second track. I'm just should have been 2 minutes maybe. I don't know, but this is a 2-minute warning. We've been together over and over again. Feelings does. Right, so if Push It was showed the lovey-dovey side of sex, this one was definitely the complete polar opposite of that. It was very raw. Big Sean owned this whole track basically. Jhene Aiko was on the chorus, and the chorus slowed down a little bit. And the main thing I like about this track was that the instrumental adapted to the singer or the rapper that was on it, right? So if Big Sean was rapping, it kind of sped up a little bit. It was a faster pace. But when the chorus went on, it was Jhene's turn, it kind of slowed down, and and it really fit those two very, very well. And just a line that I laughed out loud when I heard was Big Sean said, "You the real no GMO." That's that line cracked me up, yo. I don't know, but yeah, I appreciate that track. I really enjoyed it. It was a very it was a modern day sex track where as opposed to track 4 being the more kind of toned down sex track where it's still a sex track, but it's more about the two bonding as opposed to just sex, which is this one. 2-minute warning, track 5. So now we're gonna go to track 6. It's called Talk Show. Track 6, Talk Show.
Welcome back to the very, very late night show. I'm your host like every night, LB, and right now we got.
Wow. Okay, that's by far standout, my favorite one right now of that track. So basically, Talk Show, it's kind of like a interlude, right, where it's Big Sean and Jhene Aiko are being interviewed, and they're talking about how like, oh, their love is so strong, and then Jhene Aiko brings up, oh, he used to do this and this and so and cheat, and go around with other girls, but I'm not gonna bring it up, whatever, it's fine, right? But she brings it up, but acts like it's still in the past. And then Big Sean gets mad at her, and it's like, oh, why are you putting all this out, in the public? Like there's a what was that? What's your first line? Where is it? He said, "Oh, since we inviting everyone in the bedroom, let's take the covers off." So it's like, it's that thing of having a relationship out in the public, and the one side is, I'm gonna disregard that timer. Like one side, is always putting it out there when it should be kept in private, and it's a whole kind of story that this one, and this is kind of like where if everything from the first tracks was building up to them and describing the love they had, and now it's gone. That's it. It's done. Like Big Sean is over with. Like he always says at the end, like screw this, whatever, I'm done. But wow, that track was that was amazing. That's something I'm definitely gonna have to go back and listen to. And there's a lot of things that you can take away from that. That kind of have a mirror image of famous, people that are together, like have that in the world we live in now, right? Where everything is so out in the public, where everything is so just public everywhere, right? And things that should be kept in private are not kept in private. And I like that track a lot. That's by far my probably favorite track right now. But we still got two more to go. So we're going to track 7, Memories Fade. So this kind of sounds like the remnants of what just happened in Talk Show. So let's go see what's up with track 7, Memories Faded. Fade away. Yeah, so this track was basically about everything that happened after Talk Show, right? And it's about them two living separate lives. And there's a line where it says they literally went opposite East Coast, West Coast, right? And it's about them two like coping with being with other people and learning that all thing while having to deal with the feelings that they still have for each other, right? And how in here where they both said, hey, listen, like just sneak out, go whatever, and we'll have a moment in the car like we used to, just one more time, all that sneaking around and stuff like that to be with each other again. And I feel like this track is definitely, people will relate to this. Honestly, like there's a lot of stuff that, disregard timer again. There's a lot of things in this song that I personally can relate to, and I understand what they're saying here. And overall, I feel like this is a really good one. I liked Big Sean's kind of last change up on the beat where he went kind of off on his own little thing, and I enjoyed it. This one's a really good one. This one was, it also stood out. It was very different and a very different vibe to the song, as a whole. But we're going to go on to the finale of the EP, 2088, the last track, track 8. This one's called London Bridge. London Bridge.
I don't mean to sound hysterical, but baby, if you left, it'll be a historical disaster.
Wow. Wow. We're gonna disregard the 1 minute things, as this is gonna be the last clip that I'm gonna record for this video. But wow, that track. I'm really passionate about music, right? And but it takes a lot for me to really listen to a track on the first time and be affected by it. You know what I'm saying? I was getting chills through Big Sean's lyrics, how he's saying like the only 2 times I need you was now and forever. Like, there was some really, really, really deep and passionate stuff right there by Big Sean. Like, I'm over here like, wow, I didn't know he had it in him. I didn't know that man could actually, be that deep. You know what I'm saying? How deep, I know, he's been deep before, but not to like this extent. I felt like this was really, really, really coming through. And basically, it's about like them two patching things together and being okay, but them being like, listen, like if this ever falls again, it will be historical, like the bridge falling down. It'd be like a historical event, and the kids would talk about all that stuff that they tie back into the little kid song that they used to play back in the day, or used to sing back in the day. But this is my favorite song of the whole album. Period. This is something that I'm gonna be on repeat late at night when I'm in my feelings, whatever. But this that track was really really good, and overall I feel like this EP was really good. I can appreciate how short it was, right? Because it being short, but there was still a lot of content in it. Like, I felt like I just listened to a full-fledged, like, 18-track album, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I listened to an 8-track EP, and I got, so much content and so many, varying angles of, them two as artists, and, how they can come together and create an EP. And I feel like this is definitely well worth it. I enjoyed this more than listening to that debut September 5th album. Like, I definitely sign up on this. If you've been sleeping on this, please stop sleeping. Wake up, buy this, stream it on Spotify, stream it on Tidal, etc. I believe it's out on everywhere right now. You can easily find it. But I definitely recommend 2088 by Jhene, Aiko, and Big Sean. So this has been a really good EP. This is one for the books. This is one for the books for sure. But hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content on the channel. If you're liking it, please support the channel, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. And in the description below, you can find my Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Follow me on there. I'll let you know what I'm listening to right now, etc. And